We've all encountered this scenario. The relentless push and pull between moisture and protein for the betterment of our hair health. The intricacies of this struggle feel similar to balancing several fragile pieces on a thin, precarious high wire, don't they? One minor slip-up, and suddenly you're grappling with dry, brittle strands or excessively soft, unmanageable hair that's a nightmare to style. It's akin to a constant maneuvering between these two fundamental elements of hair health, in a bid to find an equilibrium. Consider this: moisture and protein. They're integral to your hair's health, similar to two sides of a coin. Moisture plays a crucial role in maintaining the hydration levels of your tresses, preserving their softness and shine. Conversely, protein is indispensable for the robustness and structure of your hair. It serves to uphold the overall integrity of your hair, ensuring it doesn't succumb to breakage or frizziness. However, an excess either can wreak havoc on your hair. Overabundance of moisture can render your hair too soft, limp, and devoid of life, while an overdose of protein can cause your hair to become dry, brittle, and susceptible to breakage. The key lies in managing these two elements in harmony, which is a task that is often easier said than executed. Further complicating the equation is the uniqueness of our individual hair. Each of us boasts different hair types, textures, and patterns. What proves effective for one may not yield the same results for another. Thus, the struggle isn't just about hitting the sweet spot between moisture and protein, but also about comprehending the specific requirements of your hair. To achieve this balance is a challenging expedition. It's marked with numerous trials, errors, and lessons. It's about gaining a deeper understanding of your hair's needs and, more crucially, discerning precisely when it needs it. It's about developing an innate sense of your hair, learning its unique language, and responding in a fitting manner. This age-old struggle resonates particularly with the experiences of many Black women. In essence, it's a struggle that has stood the test of time, and it's one that is inextricably woven into their shared narrative. It's a struggle that's as old as time itself, and it's a struggle that many Black women know all too well. Take, for instance, the story of Sabrina from Brooklyn, New York. Sabrina is a strong woman characterized by multi-dimensional capabilities. As a mother of 3 energetic little beings, her life is a roller coaster ride, full of action from dusk to dawn. Each day for Sabrina is a whirlwind of tasks and responsibilities, offering little to no respite. From the demanding job of preparing breakfasts to packing healthy lunches for her kids, Sabrina always has her hands full. The pile of laundry staring back at her never seems to dwindle. There are school carpool schedules to manage, soccer practices to rush to, dance lessons to arrange, PTA meetings to attend, and amidst all this chaos, a full-time job to hold down. Sabrina's life is a marathon, a constant test of her perseverance and patience. Her days are filled with a myriad of tasks that leave her breathless, with barely a moment to sit down and rest, let alone think about her personal needs. Her hair was once a victim of her neglect. Sabrina had dry, brittle hair that was prone to damage. The slightest touch would often lead to a strand snapping, serving as a disheartening reminder of the care she couldn't provide for herself amidst her taxing daily responsibilities. Then came a pivot in her life. After a casual chat with her hairdresser, she decided to delve into the world of protein hair care. She decided to incorporate more protein into her hair care regimen, beginning with small steps. A protein-based conditioner, a protein treatment occasionally, were her baby steps towards a change. The journey wasn't swift or effortless, but Sabrina was unwavering in her resolve. Fast forward a few months and Sabrina's hair has undergone a stunning transformation. Once fragile and dull, her hair now exudes vitality and bounce. The protein balance she strived to maintain has rejuvenated her formerly lackluster locks. Sabrina's journey isn't merely about a hair care transformation, it's about self-care, the triumph of finding time for oneself amidst the engulfing hustle of... Take a moment to reflect on the journey of Keisha from Atlanta. A true force to be reckoned with in the corporate world, Keisha was a high-powered executive who was always on the move. As such, her life was a frenetic symphony of board meetings, rendezvous with clients, and stringent deadlines that needed to be met. It was a whirlwind existence, to say the least. Still, despite the pressure and demands of her profession, Keisha was always able to find the time to focus on self-care, and taking care of her hair was always a top priority for her. She was proud of her hair and took great care of it. However, she soon began to notice that her hair was becoming overly soft and had a mushy texture. She attributed this to her hair being over-moisturized. Her beautiful locks, once full of vigor and strength, were becoming increasingly fragile with each passing day. This was becoming a significant cause of concern for her. She didn't want her hair, which she had always taken great pride in, to become a casualty of her hectic and busy lifestyle. In an attempt to rectify the situation, she began researching and consulting with hair care specialists. She was determined to find a solution. After much deliberation and consideration, she decided to change her hair care routine. She decided to reduce the amount of moisture-rich hair products she had been using routinely and instead increase the protein content in her hair care regimen. It was a huge gamble, but Keisha was determined and resolved to rescue her hair from its deteriorating state. In implementing this new strategy, she completely overhauled her hair care regimen. She replaced her usual moisture-rich products with ones that were filled with protein. This required a lot of patience and persistence on her part, but gradually she began to notice a change in the texture of her hair. And what was the result of her efforts? Keisha's hair regained its strength and vitality. Her locks were now robust, healthy, and more than capable of withstanding the pressures of her demanding lifestyle. Her journey is a powerful testament to the importance of balancing hair care and clearly illustrates the significance of the right mix of moisture and protein for maintaining the health and vitality of one's hair. But what about you? Have you ever felt like you're walking a thin line trying to find the perfect balance between moisture and protein for your hair? It's almost like a tightrope walker, isn't it? Every step, every decision is a delicate maneuver, a calculated risk in the quest for perfect hair. The choice is not simple. Should you opt for a conditioner promising intense hydration, or a shampoo teeming with proteins? You're faced with a dilemma that requires more than just a casual flip of a coin. It's a strategic game, an intellectual combat of sorts, pondering whether too much moisture might render your hair flat and devoid of life, or an excessive protein might make it brittle and susceptible to breakage. It's these conundrums that keep your mind occupied, driving you to spend countless hours in the hair care aisle, meticulously reading labels, comparing ingredients, and evaluating the benefits and drawbacks of each. The calculations involved aren't simple arithmetic, and the chemistry, it's intricate and sophisticated. You're not merely searching for any product, you're on the hunt for the ultimate blend. The precise proportion of moisture to protein that will gift your hair the strength it necessitates, coupled with the softness and glossiness you yearn for. The balance that transforms your hair, making it look vibrant, feel silky, and remain resilient. In this chronicle of hair care, you are a constant experimenter, learning from every misstep, honing your routine to perfection. You've given multiple products a shot, tried various brands, experimented with numerous combinations. It's a journey of self-discovery, a pilgrimage in pursuit of perfection. But the journey is not without its rewards. Every strand of your hair, every curl, every wave is a testament to your dedication, your victory. These are the trophies you have earned through relentless trials and countless errors. It's a testament to your perseverance, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to finding that perfect balance for your hair. It's a tricky dance, isn't it? Now you might be pondering, what is of greater significance for Black women, moisture or protein? This question, while simple on the surface, opens up a whole world of sophisticated and complex hair care discussions, especially when considering the intricate and unique nature of Black hair. Black hair, beautiful in its diversity, has a distinct texture that sets it apart from other hair types. The answer isn't as linear as we might wish, due to the many factors at play and the overall health and vitality of Black hair. One of the primary characteristics of Black hair is its natural inclination towards dryness and brittleness. This isn't a flaw or a defect, but rather a consequence of the hair's unique structure. The coily, densely packed strands of Black hair create twists and bends that can hinder the journey of natural oils from the scalp down the hair shaft. As a result, moisture often struggles to permeate the entire length of the hair, leading to potential dryness and a corresponding need for additional moisture. On the flip side of the coin, we have proteins, the silent workers behind the scenes that prove to be indispensable for the strength and health of hair. Proteins are biochemical compounds that act as the fundamental building blocks for hair, providing a sturdy structure and resilience against external factors. They work tirelessly to fortify hair strands, promote overall hair health, and guard against breakage. A popular way to deliver these proteins directly to the hair is through protein treatments. Such treatments are renowned for their ability to infuse the hair with much-needed proteins, reinforcing the hair's structure and restoring its health. Many Black women swear by these treatments, citing them as a significant component of their hair care routine. Now, this brings us full circle to the original question: should Black women prioritize moisture or protein? The truth is, both are integral aspects of hair care. It's not about choosing moisture over protein or vice versa, but rather about understanding the unique needs of your hair and finding the right equilibrium. Hair care is a highly personalized journey, influenced by a multitude of factors such as hair's porosity, the climate in which one lives, one's diet, and lifestyle. Therefore, it's often beneficial to conduct periodic hair health assessments and remain adaptable in your hair care regimen, making necessary adjustments based on the specific needs of your hair. So the answer, as you might have guessed, isn't as straightforward. It's not about choosing one over the other. It's about finding the right balance. Moisture is crucial for elasticity and flexibility, while protein strengthens the hair and prevents breakage. Your hair, like a garden plant, requires a particular balance of nutrients to grow strong and healthy. Imagine a plant in your garden. If you deluge it with water, it becomes weak, prone to disease, and susceptible to pests. Similarly, if you bombard it with a disproportionate amount of fertilizers, it may become brittle or even perish. The same philosophy applies to the care and nurturance of our hair. Moisture and protein are the water and fertilizer equivalent to our hair's health. They play crucial and defining roles in maintaining the hair's strength and flexibility. With adequate hydration, the hair gains elasticity and flexibility, empowering it to withstand the regular wear and tear it undergoes. It arms the hair with a resilience that protects it against potential damage from harsh environmental elements or brutal styling practices. Conversely, protein serves as a form of natural armor. It builds a protective layer around your hair strands, fortifying them and effectively preventing them from breaking easily. It's the scaffolding that supports your hair, keeping it strong and robust, akin to the way iron a concrete structure. However, an important caveat to remember is that excessive quantity of anything can be detrimental. Similar to how an overwatered plant is weakened, overhydrating your hair can make it limp and frail. In the same vein, loading the plant with an abundance of fertilizers can make it brittle, and so can an excess of protein for your hair. Understanding this delicate balance between protein and moisture is no less than a science. It's not about lavishly favoring one over the other. It's about striking a harmonious balance, a symphony that works in perfect tandem to bring out the best in your hair. Everyone's hair is unique and requires a tailored approach. The right moisture-protein ratio can be vastly different for different people. This is akin to a custom-made diet plan for your hair. What generates incredible results for someone else may not necessarily yield the same for you. It's crucial to comprehend your hair's unique needs and modify your hair care routine in line with it. The outcome? Strong, healthy, and luscious locks that are a sight to behold. It's about understanding your hair's unique needs and adjusting the moisture-protein ratio accordingly. So, how can Black women maintain this delicate balance effectively? One approach is to listen to your hair. Understand its needs through its behavior and respond accordingly. It's like a form of communication in its own right. When it's dry and brittle, it's your hair's way of crying out for increased hydration, of asking you to treat it with a deep condition or a hydrating oil. However, on the other hand, when your hair is soft and mushy, it is conveying a different message. It is telling you that it's already saturated with moisture and is now craving for something different, like more protein. It wants you to feed it with protein-based products, such as protein-rich conditioners and treatments. Listening to these messages is crucial for maintaining hair health. It's an ongoing process of paying close attention to the subtle signs and signals that your hair gives you. Another effective method is to adopt a balanced hair care routine. A routine that synergistically balances moisture and protein-based products. This routine should evenly incorporate both these elements. For instance, if a moisturizing shampoo is part of your routine, complement it with a protein-rich conditioner. This combination is the ultimate hair care cocktail, beautifully blending moisture and protein to provide your hair with the nourishment it requires. But remember, this is not a rigid rule. It's not set in stone. It's about flexibility and customizing your routine based on your hair's needs. It's also important to remember that every woman's hair is different. It's unique. There's no one-size-fits-all solution. What may work for one person might not work for another. Every person's hair has its own personality, its own set of likes and dislikes. The key is being attentive to your hair's needs and meeting them with the right products and treatments. What works for Sabrina might not work for Keisha, and what works for Keisha might not work for you. The magic lies in discovering your own hair's unique needs and catering to them with the right balance of moisture and protein. It's about finding what your hair needs and giving it just that. So, the next time you find yourself in the hair care aisle, remember this. It's not just about moisture versus protein. The reality is, your hair requires both to flourish. Unbeknownst to many, your hair strands are crafted from an intricate matrix of proteins. A loss of these proteins could make your hair weak, susceptible to damage. Moisture, alternatively, is fundamental to maintain your hair hydrated, supple, and glossy. It averts dryness and breakage, bestowing your hair with a healthy, lustrous look we all desire. However, achieving the right equilibrium can prove to be a tough task. Hair care products are frequently publicized as either moisturizing or protein-rich, causing many to infer they must opt for one or the other. But the actuality is more detailed. Diverse hair types necessitate varying levels of moisture and protein, and pinpointing the impeccable ratio for your hair might call for some experimentation. Yet, fear not, the voyage to attain the perfect hair balance can be a rewarding one. It can usher in a profound understanding and recognition of your hair's distinctive needs, and once you hit upon the right balance, the outcomes can be truly transformative. Your hair can metamorphose into being stronger, healthier, and more radiant than ever before. So, we implore you to share your narratives with us. Have you unveiled the ideal moisture-protein equilibrium for your hair? What obstacles did you encounter in your quest? How did you triumph over them? We're eager to learn about your experiences, your trials, and your victories in this journey towards achieving stunning, balanced hair. Your insights could motivate and steer others who are embarking on a similar journey. Remember, your hair is your crown. Wear it with pride. Until the next time we meet, keep shining, keep grinning, and most importantly, persist in maintaining that balance.